what's going on, everybody? It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's another episode of everyone's favorite Curse of Strahd actual play, Beckoned Blackest night. I'm here with all my good buddies. Yes, except for Grace, because she can't make it tonight. She's been lost in the mist of Barovia, which is, it's unfortunate, but we will soldier on without her and promise ourselves and promise each other that nothing scatological will happen to her character while she is away. What's going on, guys?
Yo!
Ready to
Still trying to get comfortable. It's stupid.
Ready to enter the town. Ready to get out of a dungeon.
Yeah.
We have a bone to pick.
Ready to have a nap.
You got a bone to pick. This is Christian. I'm surprised. I thought you were a fan of a good dungeon crawl. 10 episodes too much for one house?
A pitfall with no saving throw has left a poor taste in my mouth.
Maybe we can find you an inanimate object to kill.
Yeah.
I would like that.
I'm sure you'll pass some flowers or some trees or something at some point that you can take.
Watch out, Thana's got a bug on her nose.
Oh no. Watch out!
Quickly get it. We were talking about, before we went live, not only our political opinions. Christian, you had a question for me. What did you ask me? About your
why does your butthole hurt so much?
Yeah, why does my butthole hurt? I went into very graphic detail about the reasoning for that. I won't go into what my remedy for that was, because that might be too graphic for Twitch, and I don't want to get demonetized.
Lots of lotion.
Funnily enough, the remedy was the same as the cause of the problem.
There was some lotion, but I'm sure people don't want to hear about that. That's too much horror. It's too much horror, even for this show. No. You were asking about your uncanny initiative?
Oh, yeah. I brought up the concept. Chat, let me know if you think that it's right.
It's not.
It seems like it should be. When as a monk, now you roll for initiative. Uncanny. I'm not sure if it's now. I'd never played a monk before 2024. Anyway, when you roll for initiative, uncanny metabolism activates. You heal a little bit, like a dice worth, similar to like second wind, and you get your focus points back. So I just need to get into a fight. So if I went up and threatened Bill Iron Dancer like a jock in high school, just kidding. We roll for initiative. I then don't fight him. I'm like, it's okay. I don't want to fight you. We're all good. We're chill. Technically, I triggered it.
No. I want to hear everyone else's opinion as well. So people at home weigh in on this. I find this to be, it's one of the pitfalls of Dungeons and Dragons in general. You get these really weird ways of wording things. You just got to really ask yourself, how are you healing yourself when you get into, when you roll for initiative? Because I think it does say somewhere, sometimes you roll for initiative when there's hazards or shit like that. So
It's my blood pumping.
it's just weird. It's just a weird wording. Why couldn't they
Does that mean I'll roll for initiative when I fade to black times because my blood's pumping?
I was actually going to say there might be a workaround because while initiative is generally used for order of turns during combat, you can also use it for other things like environmental, like if you're in a race or something. So if you just turn to us and went, I'll race you outside, and then we rolled initiative for running outside.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to use that outside of combat, you can use it outside of combat. And if you want to use it when you roll for initiative, use it when you roll for initiative. I don't want to get too hung up in the weeds about when you can and can't use that. I think the only stipulation really is you can't use it when you're already in initiative. I think is the best way to kind of.
We already went over it. As long as I actually punch Dan in the face,
punch Dan,
then we're good.
Not Bill, Dan. If you punch Dan at some point, then you can use that whenever you like. I think that's pretty fair.
We want player character violence, not player violence.
We don't want Imaginary.
You know what? I want to fight Fujin.
violence.
I'd fight Fujin. It wouldn't go well for me, but I would.
I would not
It'd be
fight
great.
Fujin.
Jem, you were saying that your personal dump stat was Constitution. I believe you have a
Yeah.
higher Constitution still than Fujin, or you might be on par.
Yep. No, I'd beat him with vibes.
I realized I got it wrong the other way around. My -3 is my intelligence.
Yeah, that's your intelligence.
When I was looking at Constitution,
It's
the reason it
-1.
said -3 is it had added 3 levels, so -1, -1, -1. So I am still at a deficit, but it's not
Yeah,
as
it's
bad
not-
as a
it's not
deficit.
as bad. You're just a sickly little man. That's all. Speaking of sick things, our banter topic for tonight, because as always, I can hear the masses. Oh, what's that? I can hear people chanting banter, banter, banter outside my house. So let's get to the bant topic for tonight. What I want to know from each and every one of the people arrayed on the screen in front of me is, when you play role-playing games, you know, from your computer or pen and paper, do you prefer to play evil characters, or do you like to play a bit more of a straight edge character? Do you want to save the world, or do you want to condemn it to damnation? Let's go across the board here and get some answers. Let's start with you, Jem, because you're right down there.
My first.
Yeah, you're first.
Okay. Well, it's interesting actually. I toe a really weird line, like especially in video games, where I'll try and just do normal stuff, and then I'll be fucking evil, but then I'll try and and then I'll do something really, really morally good, and it doesn't make any sense. But I really enjoy playing really evil characters actually. What I'm finding challenging in this campaign actually is that Fritz is such a goody-goody that for him to be selfless would be out of character. So yeah, I'm sort of playing myself and it really annoys me. That's why I like to play pieces of shit. It's great. I'm currently going around Skyrim and just fucking everybody up. It's so good. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course. This
Doing all that stuff.
tonight's banter topic brought to you by the remaster of Oblivion, which has got a few people back into that game. It's kind of got me thinking. I was watching Jem play Oblivion and now Skyrim as well, and the difference in how we play those games is staggering. I have no idea at any point what choice you're going to make. I just don't know what you're going to do. So I don't know whether it's good or evil, but it's definitely definitely on the chaotic spectrum. Speaking of things that are chaotic, Dan, good or evil?
Never been more upset.
I see. I think I might be the inverse
You
of
just
Jem,
wait, buddy.
because I must be a piece of shit in real life because I really like playing a good character.
You really like to you know, be in a fantasy world. You want to immerse yourself in fantasy.
See what it's actually like, you know.
See what it's like to have
But
people
like everyone
you.
else in. Yeah, that's weird. But like everyone else, I'm a assassin archer, even if I want to do a magic build. Because just getting sneak and archery up in Skyrim is just so much better.
It seems to be the thing that everyone goes for. I was listening to a podcast as well, and I was listening to them talk about it, and one of the people was like, you know, I've been playing the Oblivion remake, and every time I play that game, I tell myself I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try a new build. I'm going to do something, and then immediately they're not having fun, so they just go back to the old stealth archer and steal everything that isn't nailed down.
Oh, the Dwarven ruins below Skyrim, the amount of incredibly slow walking I did back to towns because I had so much Dwemer steel. It was just like I took every cup, I took every plate and fork, and yeah.
God,
Oh my
those
god.
spiral pillars took so fucking long. The amount of heavy attacks to jump forward.
I took every fork and plate.
Oh man, that's what mods are for. Speaking of mods,
I have who do I have?
Damn it.
What's his name? Liam or Leslie or whatever?
Lucius.
Leslie the
Lucian.
heroic
Lucian.
follower.
Lucian.
Well, oh my god, he's very similar. I have a mod, Lucian, and he follows me around and says all this nerdy shit. I've basically got Leslie. That's
There's a very
fantastic.
feminine voice I noticed when I was. Hello. I'm like, what was that? Who's that?
Apparently, you can hook up with him. See what happens.
Yeah, that raunchy, no, I was going to say Oblivion, the Skyrim sex scenes. Woo, woo.
Don't ruin them for me. I've never. Yeah, it's my first time playing that, so.
Getting sweaty. Mod, what do you got? You play good, bad, evil, somewhere in between?
I like playing misrepresented or misunderstood characters. Something along the lines of, let's say, for example, playing a lawful good paladin that everyone the whole way through thinks is a lawful good paladin, only for at the end for them to betray the party, and we find out that all the while they were a warlock.
That's great.
I really like good turns bad or bad turns evil, but like, I'm not giving that exact example for a reason. I'm not doing that. Like, it's not me going, oh, spoilers, Mod's gonna go evil and kill someone. No, it's nothing like that. This is Mod saying that a character that turns and has a reason to turn or was never good to begin with is always better and more fun to play.
Yeah, you want to play out that redemption or that fall from grace arc kind of thing, or do you want to just be like good all the way up to the end and be like, ha, fuck you guys, and sell the world to, I don't know, demons? What happened to your camera, by the way? Did you intentionally turn it off, or is that an accident?
I was just in case something went wrong with my face.
Oh, okay. Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, something did go wrong.
What could go wrong with that? All right, moving along here. Grace, good, bad, evil characters? Okay.
I really like good characters that can cast Moonbeam.
Wow, it's like Grace is in the room with me. Am I speaking to Grace right now?
I really love playing D&D, but get confused quite a lot by my stat sheet.
I get confused by the rules. That's great. That's amazing. Thanks for that, Grace, for that insight into your psyche. Christian, is Christian here? Can we speak to Christian now?
Yes. I not really good or evil, but if we're doing like alignments, chaotic. I really like playing chaotic characters more often than not. Looking back on it now, I realize a lot of them do align with evil. But it's more so because I feel like when I'm making choices, I like doing things that are deviating from, I guess, what the DM has planned. It's the same when I watch like a movie. I've got that ADHD syndrome where like I'm constantly guessing how it's going to end, and when I don't know how it's going to end, or it surprises me, better yet, I froth that stuff. Angels and Demons was the first sort of like big hook with that, with Ewan McGregor and the Clergy and everything, and coming out that Ewan was actually the bad guy, and I was like, oh my god, and all that sort of stuff. I just absolutely love. And so in D&D stories, when it's very obvious where the storyline is going or the quests are sort of guiding you towards, as shitty as it is for the DM, I like trying to turn the rails somewhere else and seeing what happens instead. So I guess evil chaotic.
It's a shame.
Fuck with Dungeon Master plans.
I haven't planned anything for this. It's going to make it difficult for you, I imagine. Probably the reason why you're swinging so heavily back and forth between evil and good for the last few episodes. So you try and figure out what I've got planned, but that's my trick. You just don't plan anything. You just make it up as you go along. And whenever someone says something cool, you're like, yeah, I planned that. That was me. I did that. So, like, say, if a character falls into a spike trap and they don't get a dex save, and you think, hey, that was fun, or, that was not fun, you can blame someone else. You can blame the book, whatever. It's how I live my life. All right, just wanted to say before we get started with tonight's episode, Sweet Pea, we see you in the chat. Thank you for joining us yet again for this episode. What episode is this even? What are we up to? Is this episode 11? 11.
10 maybe?
Yeah, it's 11.
Wow.
Well, hang on.
I think it's 11.
I did actually just write this.
Yes.
Yeah, 11.
Episode 11. Episode 11. I didn't really see this part of the campaign going for this long, but, you know, like I said, I don't plan anything, so I only have myself to blame, but I have enjoyed every single second of it. But in saying that, I think the prologue is about to come to an end, so how's about we put on our imagination 3D goggles, step into the 3D theater of imaginationness, and step back through the mists of Barovia and into this bleak, horrible world, and have some fun. What do you guys say? Let's get started. Play some Dungeons and Dragonies.
Hell yeah! Let's run some stairs.
All right. Just a quick recap for those people at home. In the last episode, our heroes faced off not against not just one, but 4 ghouls and a grick at the same time. It got pretty close, that combat. I think Fujin went down, failed a couple of death saving throws as one of the ghouls continued to munch upon his inner thigh. But the characters successfully laid to rest the spirits of Rosafelda and Thornbolt Durst, all the while beating back these hungry undead. And they emerged victorious, but they now find themselves deep within the catacombs of a crumbling, haunted house. Taxidermied wolves drew a card from the Taroka deck, and the fates have chosen Gem to bear this burden. Gemma, you have the Horseman. The next time you are reduced to 0 hit points, you immediately fail 2 death saving throws.
We've had this one.
You
That's
did.
crazy.
Yeah, no,
Time to
that was the
activate
same
it.
one as last time.
Yes, but it
Don't worry,
moved
we're
from
going to activate it this session, and I'm going to get my uncanny metabolism now.
it moved from one
Yay!
character to another. So it was, I think it was Christian who had this one last time, and now it's moved on to you because that
Dear God.
is
We
That's
should
the
make it when
fates.
somebody draws the 4th horseman, they fall down dead.
that's fine.
That sounds cool.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, I can get on board with
I
that.
think
Unless it's
doesn't
me.
having a beast
fine
of
with
the
it.
land like stop me from having to do death saving throws or something?
It gives you advantage on your death saving throws. That is something that we should probably cover. Yes, Gem has chosen the Beastmaster subclass for her ranger character. Now she has chosen to make life a little bit harder on herself. Generally speaking, if a ranger can choose from one of 3 beasts: beast of the air, beast of the land, beast of the aquatic environments, and she has chosen only to go with beast of the land. So to counteract that, I have given a couple of extra little buffs. So yes, you get advantage on your death saving throws as long as your beast is up. It currently isn't, by the way. And you also are able to cast your ranger spells through Bright Eyes, who is your animal companion.
I still don't know what that means, but I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out together. So,
Yep.
When we ended last episode, like I said, you had just finished off the last of these ghouls, and the Grick and the last ghoul were wrestling on the ground, the tentacles of the Grick tearing at the flesh of the ghoul's face as its muffled groans were drowned out by the rumbling of this house as parts of the ceiling began to collapse. You guys were standing just in front of those stairs, which led all the way up through the house, all the way to the attic. I'm assuming that you're going up the stairs.
Yes.
100%.
All right. So, I'm going to need a couple of things. First of all, I want to know about party order. Who is going up the stairs? First, second, third, fourth?
I don't know about the first couple ones, but I definitely know that me and Fritz would be at the back because we were carrying Bright Eyes.
Mod, I see a little waggly finger. Does that mean you're up ahead?
Yes, I'd like to lock in A, Eddie.
Lock in A with Toyota Camry. Oh no, I'm afraid it was B, the Daihatsu Charade. Sorry. No, okay, where are you? Where's your character? There's too many characters in here
Apparently, we like to mix it up ADH style and chaotic in chat. The poll went off.
ADH style,
Yep.
style and chaotic. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what people
So
have come
basically,
to
Christian
expect.
won. Christian won the game.
And guess
Hey,
who
everyone
chose
chose evil.
chaotic and evil? I chose ADH style and chaotic, so that just sums it up, doesn't it?
No one ever asked me how I like to play, and I'm feeling like
Yeah,
Mod just
well,
left
how
out
do you like to play Sven? Quickly, before we get into it.
on my own. No, I try and do something different every single time I play. I like to branch out and experience.
Yeah, we know you do.
things. Yes.
That's why the butt hurts, right?
That's why that's why I had difficulty sitting down while watching Thunderbolts. Hardest 2 hours of my life. All right, so we have Tane Nui up ahead. Tane, do you have 2 hit points currently? Is that
I
correct?
do, and I'm about to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right, we will get up to that in a second, so hold on to that. Speaking of second, who is coming second?
I'll go second.
Mr. Iron Dancer, dancing up the stairs as he goes. Coming seconds?
Am I supposed to be seeing a map, Sven?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Third.
In your mind.
In your mind's
Probably
eye.
put Thana in the middle because it's the least likely to get hurt.
Imagine you're going up the stairs. It's dark. The walls are shaking. Those
I still have my lantern. A
cobwebs.
torch, not lantern.
No, it's dark. Shut up.
Okay.
No, you got your lantern.
Oh, my torch went out.
The house catches on fire. It burns down around you. Okay, so Thana, and then I imagine we have, whatever that, Fujin?
Fujin,
Fujin?
Fritz.
There you are. We need to take out some of these redundant characters out of this because I'm scrolling through no less than 20 characters in this now. And then Fritz is last. Where are you?
Did Fred just get out alive?
Oh, that remains to be seen. Where's Fujin?
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't
put
wanna meet
Fujin
again.
there. Fritz is who I have to put there. All right. Let's take it to the map. As you all step out from the long, winding spiral staircase, which spills out to the dust-choked attic. Tane, you are in the lead. As you step out from that spiral staircase, I'm just going to leave you all where you are currently, but I want you to imagine this. Tane, you are the first person to step out, and as you step through the threshold, you immediately step into a smoke-choked room. I'm going to need a couple of things, and the first thing I'm going to need is an initiative roll from everyone here.
I use my metabolism.
You can use it.
Sven,
Yes.
could I have access to Bright Eyes, please?
Are you going to be using Bright Eyes at this point, or because we're not actually in a combat here? I would say just leave Bright Eyes where he is
Okay.
for the time being.
All right.
I'll just get your initiative rolls to begin with.
I'm
And
happy to do that. We ended last session with me picking up a ghoul and throwing it into the Grick.
yep.
My next moves would have been to heal myself as I'm basically dead,
Mhm.
and then do a channel divinity.
Yep.
Am I able to do those things, or do I have to do it after initiative?
Let's say you were doing that on the way up the stairs. You probably had enough time. Takes an action to do that. You don't need to stop. I mean, you can just touch yourself, essentially. You see
Hell yeah.
Tane slyly slide his hand down the back of his pants.
Follow me. Let's go.
All right. Okay, whose initiative am I missing? I'm missing one from Thana. I'll add her to the combat tracker like so. And I think that's everyone. We got everyone's initiative there. Just keep in mind the order that we spoke about. But Tane, as you step out and into that room, I'm going to need something from you. I'm going to need a little thing that we like to call a Constitution saving throw as you step into this black, choking smoke.
I can do that. Just for convenience sake, as we are in initiative,
Yes.
I was going to say we do have 2 people with the alert feat. We could literally just put it in the order we're running at the moment. Anyways.
No, I'm happy for that. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm happy with whatever.
Yeah, do you want me to just switch it around so you're all in the correct order?
Well, all you need to do is
Yeah.
move Thana into the middle of Bill and Fujin, which we could have done by swapping one and the other. So put her as a 9.
Let's have a look.
You're at the top though, so I'd swap with you, right, as well? Need
Oh, well,
3,
it's
do
going to be
16.
ringing round, so when it gets to my turn, I'd be... You know what I mean? Like, as long as it's going in the right order, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I can swap with you, Tane, because that way
I'll tell
I'll
you
be
what,
at the back.
Let's just change this initiative order to reflect the order of you guys coming up the stairs. I think that's going to make for
We've
the
got enough
least...
alerts that we can do that.
I'm already
Yeah, like,
confused.
mathematically, easy.
Tane,
But
let's
yeah,
make you
okay, con
17.
save. Sorry about that, everyone. I didn't mean to annoy everyone. I just...
No, it's good. It
Makes
means we're
everyone
probably not
smoother.
going to like step on each other's feet as we're trying to escape.
Yeah, hey, it's your turn. There's someone in front of me. I end my turn.
Right.
Die! Here's your chance to punch someone, Fujin.
I got a 13 for a con save.
All right, just give me one moment while I redirect all of these. So you should be at 12. And Thana came after Bill, so that should be a... like that, I think. There we go. All right, you got a 13 on your Constitution saving throw. That is a success as you empty out into this room, and you can remember what this room looked like as well. It's like this long rectangular room, and it's choked with all of this furniture covered by these heavy linen white cloths. This is the room where you managed to finish off the spectre earlier on in the day. That smoke begins to fill your lungs, and you can feel your eyes start to water, but you choke back and you're able to stave off whatever effects this smoke may have had on you. I will say that everything in the room is currently heavily obscured by the smoke, but you can remember the way out of here. I'm just going to move all the other characters out of the way just so we know what's going on here, and I'll move them in their order like so. All right, Tane, what do you wish to do?
All right, so
Bill will be there.
everything's heavily obscured.
Mm-hmm.
I put my shield up in front of me, and I reach up behind me and grab Bill, I believe it was.
Yep.
And say, grab hold of the person behind you, keep together, and I'm gonna push forward with the shield to like through the smoke,
Mhm.
just in case, and I'm just gonna run towards the door.
Yep. All right, feel free to
Which
move
I believe-
the extent
I
of
believe
your...
this is the door just here, isn't it?
It is, correct.
Right, so I move to there. Is the door open? Did we leave it open?
You did leave the door open. I imagine you're like sort of feeling along the side of the wall. You know where the door is. And do you have a torch or anything? I don't think you did.
I have dark vision.
Oh, you've got dark vision. Okay, so you can see out into the room towards the north. Yes, through that open doorway.
All right. Yeah. So start walking through the doorway, and yeah, walk along towards the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Like, you know, I've told Bill I'm holding on to him, and then I've just walked off. But yeah.
Well, in our minds, like this is happening in initiative order and rounds, but we can imagine if we're capable of doing that, us improv role players. In our mind's eye, all of these things are happening at the same time. So if you want to say that you're holding on to Bill, as long as Bill moves along with you, otherwise Bill can change the narrative somehow. But for the time being, you're pulling him along with you.
I figured they don't have vision, so I'm holding on to Bill. I said, hold on to the person behind you, and we're pushing forwards.
All right. So you've used your movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, can I guess I'll do a perception check. Listen, is it still bad smoke out here?
So as soon as you exit that room, you know, some of the smoke is billowing out from through the doorway, but as soon as you step out of that room, you step into I don't want to say fresh air because this is an old house, but you're out of the smoke at least. But if you want to do a perception check, I will allow you to do a perception check if you wish. I might be able to give you a little bit of information here if you want.
I will say that since it's out of smoke here and we're dragging people, I would move far enough forward that the rest of the team can get out. So, yeah, I figure we can sort of crunch up.
All right. So
perception check. Let me do it. Oh, this is a good one with a +0. What? That's nature. Ignore that one. Ignore it.
Yes. This house has turned into a tree. All right. 8 on the perception check. Yeah. Look, what I can tell you with that is what you do notice with your dark vision. As you reach that spot there, you remember that there was a window on the northeastern corner of the room. That window is now gone, replaced by bricks.
Can I also, as I walk past this doorway, the hole that Fujin punched in the wall here, was that blocked up as well?
Ooh, with an 8 in your perception, I don't think you'd be able to see that, man.
Okay.
You could, alternatively, you could go back into the room, and maybe I could tell you some more. Yeah, you know, if you want to go into the room, I might be able to give you some more information. But I think
William, this window, it's blocked up.
And William,
What do you mean blocked up?
Look, the window.
It's a window.
It's bricked up. Look, it's solid.
Bricked up, just like your dad.
And I believe William would be standing right here as well when he eventually gets there. But yes, that is my turn. Perception check and movement.
perception check and movement. Love it. Play into your strengths here. Okay, so we do have a little bit more information. You do know that those windows are blocked up. There is smoke in that room. I imagine you relay that information to the rest of your party. It is now Bill Irondance's turn. So, Bill, what do you do?
So I would progress forward. I am holding a torch.
You are holding a torch, yes, so you should be able to see. I'm going to need that Constitution saving throw from Bill as well as you step out into that room, into that choking, acrid black smoke begins to fill your lungs, your eyes water, and you...
You can do it, William. You can do it, William.
Do you have heroic inspiration?
No.
I am going to say that is a fail on that saving throw, unfortunately. I'm going to need you to roll a d10. I'll make you roll this so you don't blame me. Ooh, there you go. You take 3 points of poison damage as the smoke begins to fill your lungs. You're like coughing.
Oof. It's the first damage I've taken in this game, and I don't like it.
Way to rub it in everyone's face.
I
tend
still
to say
can't
the
see
windows
as well.
are blocked, and I'm like, oh my god, William, are you okay? Spilling blood all over him. Stabbing his
I've got the
nostrils.
black lung, pup.
Talk to me when you've been there for 20 goddamn years.
Yes.
Such a good reference. Man, Pop.
Yeah, I still can't see, but this is the kid's bedroom, though, right?
The room to your north is... Oh, do you not have your light active? Why can you not see? What's going on?
No.
Let's
no,
put
no.
you- let's put
I
you
can
on.
see the tokens of everyone except for Tane, and I can see some grayed out rooms.
Preset
Can
torch.
Can we see? If
There you
it's
go.
smoke, dark vision or light's not really going to change anything.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. So in the smoke, you can't see anything. I'm just ruling here that you guys remember where the doorway is. It was right next to where it opens into that hidden staircase that leads down into the basement. So you're not very far away from it. But once you get out of that smoke, you can see just fine. So I've turned on your light there. Can you now see Mr.
Yep.
Iron Dunsart? Good.
Yep.
Okay, so you've got your torch back out. You can see, but what you see, Tane, is Bill burst from that black smoke, coughing.
So, if that's where Tane's ended his turn, what I will do then is... let me just have a quick look at something here. He's going to grab one hand and just go and blow as hard as he can at the smoke,
It's now the time for that.
casting elementalism. And he's going to beckon air. You create a breeze strong enough to ripple cloth, stir dust, rustle leaves, and close open doors and shutters, all in a 5-foot cube. Doors and shutters being held open by someone aren't affected. I'm trying to disperse the smoke a little bit for everyone else.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so that'll be your action. What I'll say is with that, I'm going to say you're going to give advantage to the rest of the party as they make their way through that smoke. And give yourself
Jeez,
that
that's
heroic
inspiring.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it all.
God, it's almost like I remembered how to be a DM for once. I forget.
And that will be my turn.
All right, so ending your turn there. What I will say is, not that I want to play your character for you or anything, it might be wise to move a little further into the room to allow the others
I was
to
thinking that-
file in behind you.
Yeah, can Tane move one further forward or not? Did you have the movement to do that?
Look, they can move into the room and move past you anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. You can end your turn there. And
Maybe I'll just go. I'll go to there.
yeah, okay, there you go. All right, so it is Thana's turn. I'm just going to say Thana's going to rush up the stairs through the smoke. She's going to make her Constitution saving throw. How constitutional
I rolled a 17 for her.
Thana. Ooh. Did you really?
I did.
Okay. We'll hang on to that next time. But yes, okay, 17. She does pass, and with advantage, she easily makes her way through that. Thanks to Bill. And I'm gonna say, I can't. Wait, I'm just gotta. There we go. So it's that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does she have anything fun that she can do spell casting wise? We'll allow some spell casting here. You need all the help you can get. Can she do anything that's going to help you at the moment? Yeah, she can. She can. And I think now would be the time to cast some spells. Despite the fact that Grace said that her character has no healing spells, she does in fact have healing words. So she might cast that on you, Tane, unless anyone disagrees that her character would do that.
I'm feeling pretty good. Like
Is Healing Word just the podcast she was currently listening to? Hades and the Healing Word podcast.
Not to take away from a momentous time for her, she was very specific that Thana never healed, and I think maybe doing the first healing spell might be first a bit more of an important occasion.
Okay, I'll allow it. Okay, I'll lay off that one. She has false life. That doesn't seem like something she would do. Toll the Dead, Sacred Flame, Resistance.
Tough Light.
Resistance.
Tough Light, maybe?
Well, I think she already cast light on someone.
Resistance could be good. Resistance could be good.
It's a plus to a saving throw.
First.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's something I should mention that I forgot to mention. With your perception check, Tane Nui, what you do actually see, something just reminded me of this, as when you step into that room, the door leading to the stairs, heading down to the second floor, is gone. The door is gone. It's just not on its hinges anymore. You can see the door frame, but every now and then, like almost like at a random interval, you just hear shing, 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 and you see just this flash passing in front of the door. Shing, shing. And you can see that there is some type of blade mechanism which is going back and forth at what seems to be like a random interval through the door frame. Shing, shing. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to get Thana to cast Resistance, and I think she's going to cast it on Bill, and she's going to cast Resistance Slashing on you, Bill. Yeah? So,
Thank you, Thana. I didn't realize that I was actually vulnerable.
As much
It's not
as
a good
I
feeling.
would like to see you die, this is not the time or the place. And that'll be the end of Thana's turn. We move right along. Fujin, you are helping carry the unconscious form of the wolf. Bright eyes.
I'm going to look at Fritz for a second. They say that we're stuck. Look, I'm going to try to find a way. And not sure if people are going to be able to get out quick enough. Fujin knows that he is swift of feet, and so with the wind starting to pick up beneath his limbs, a little bit of a gust, not just his own muscles, but I think level 3 now, and with the effects of things like Step of the Wind, starting to gain a bit of control over the elemental powers that he was born with and that he was shunned for, his body being enhanced. Muscles are going to start sort of contracting with wind very quickly rotating around the surface of his skin. And with each step off of the floorboards, that is going to propel him. I'm going to bonus action Step of the Wind, which doesn't cost a key point now, 2024, and action dash, so that I can move, 40, 80, 120 feet. downstairs and to the front door as fast as possible.
120 feet towards the front door as fast as possible, barreling past everyone else. Do you have a light source?
I still have light cast on me from
Okay,
Thana.
so you're the one that has light cast on him. Okay, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'm going to go ahead and just chuck a torch on you. That'll do for now. And moving 140 feet, 120 feet?
125. So what do we got? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 65 brings me to the bottom of the cupboard staircase.
Mm-hmm. So are we talking there?
No, next one. There.
Okay, so that's not
So
that's not the staircase. So you go. If I will draw this out
I
for
mean, like,
you.
because I think that's the bottom, like inside the cupboard,
okay,
right?
Yeah, so down below.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is correct. What I'm gonna need
And then
from
if I
you
remember correctly,
is a little something that we like to call in the industry, if you're an industry professional like myself, I need an acrobatics check.
100%.
As you pass to that door, you guys just see Fujin
I
dart
was going to
past.
say,
as
would I
I-
have time? I was about to say, would I have time to yell about the blades? But I don't think I would.
No,
I think
I
it's
don't
just
think
a
you would. I think
Fujin
he's just-
disappearing moment.
Going straight
25,
past.
because I probably almost land like vertically on the wall for a second, Prince of Persia, and then
Yeah.
pounce down the stairs.
All right.
That's pretty much what I'm picturing.
Okay,
My
so
reaction would be like,
let's talk about. So how many feet did you move to get to that spot right there?
Only 45, so I've still got quite a lot left.
Still got quite a lot left. Okay, so you've passed through that. Just bear with me one moment while I bring up the next little Jaunski here. Okay, so you would come out right about there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move you over to that map. And as you reach the bottom of the stairs, you can see that false wall behind the mirror that you guys opened up to gain access to the attic. Why did you shoot over there? Get back over there, Fujin. Can you see that token? Yes, you should be able to.
Yep. Yeah.
Alrighty. And you can see more of that black smoke billowing out of the bedroom just to your south. So if you're going to step into that, there's going to be more saving throws we're going to need.
Look, I don't know if it's going to help at all. This seems more magical than a literal. But just in case, Fujin is going to hold his breath as he dives into it. I'm not sure if it's going to help at all, but just in case, and I will dive into it.
All right, diving into it, I'm going to need a... Ooh, no, you're holding your breath. Doesn't say anything about holding breath in my Campagan notes. Let's have a look here.
Not sure if it
You know what?
stops it, gives advantage.
I'll
maybe
give you
nothing at all
advantage.
because it's magical.
I'm going to give you
But
advantage on that check.
Fujin would see a bunch of like poisonous air. I literally grew up with mages who played around with fucky air to torture me, so I'm not going to breathe it in.
Yeah, it makes sense. You've been through it once now, so give us advantage on that check, and we'll see what
Thank
happens.
God.
Does it go in your
14.
nose?
I had a 2 on the other dice.
Right, 14 is good enough. You passed that check. You step down into that room. You've now used 50 feet of movement, if I'm not mistaken. You have another, 70 to go?
I will just, as I take a step to the hallway, glance to my left. At these blinding speeds, this door should hopefully still be open that led into the nursery. And the glass here, is there still glass here? Or similar to upstairs, is that also now brick?
Brick.
Okay. Seeing brick, I'm just going to push my hand off of the, I guess, corner of that wall in the bedroom to give myself a bit more momentum, and wind is going to propel me further. So 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. I would like to do an acrobatics check if it is okay, to leap down the staircase and save myself like 10 feet of movement, if that's okay, risking falling prone.
What I'm going to need first is I'm going to need an acrobatics check for moving through that doorway. You could not see it because of the smoke, but shing, 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 those blades are passing back and forth between the door frame. You
Another 25.
absolutely smash that one. Let me just find out how far down that is going to go if you're going to jump over the railing here.
My idea isn't to go, because I know that we're about 2 stories up, it's not to go all the way to the first floor. I'm wanting to jump like here, to just the next side of the stairs.
Look, I'm just going to say that's probably the same amount of movement, probably, than just, like, we can say that you flavor, you know, you're doing that, but
sure,
like,
sure.
yeah, I'm going to say that's probably the same amount, like, probably to go just as fast, like, just spiral running down as opposed to...
Do the Sonic run around the walls and do a
60,
roll.
65, 70, 75, 80, 85. So 85 brings me to here, and then 90 would bring me, I guess, to the
bottom of the
floor
landing.
below.
Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and move to that map. I'll go there first. Fujin, leaving you all behind here. As you descend those stairs, Fujin, you begin to notice there is more of the black smoke rising up through that central well. Do you want to continue?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put you on the map there, and then move you over to the map as well. On the first floor now. I'm going to say you've reached the bottom of the landing there, but I'm going to need another Constitution saving throw. I don't know why that keeps happening.
An 11 this time, a little lower.
An 11 is just enough. You are okay. You've reached the bottom of the landing.
Walk.
Onto the first floor.
All I remembered from this floor was mainly just the library and the body. So I'm just going to keep going. So 90 is here. It's then going to be... I know you just loaded me to this map, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But it's going to be 95, 100, and then 105 and 110 would bring me to the ground floor, I think. So I've still got 10 feet left, but I should now be with 10 feet left on the ground floor.
This is good. It's giving everyone else a chance to plan their route as well. Even though their characters wouldn't have this information, they would probably remember most of the layout from their previous sojourn up through the building. So you are reaching the bottom over... let's put you there and go ahead and move you over to that map as well. You've got 10 feet of movement remaining. You are completely immersed within the blackness of this billowing smoke. And you have begun to realize, as you have passed down from one floor to another, that every room in this house that has a fireplace has had this black smoke billowing out.
Okay. 115, 120 will bring me to the entrance of the, the foyer doorway.
And again, shoom, shoom, you see those scythe blades, shoom, 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 like random intervals as far as you are aware, and that is the end of your turn.
I would like to, as I get to the bottom, I've got no actions or anything left. Risking next turn not having advantage on my saving throw, I'm going to scream back up the house. Blades the entire way! The fireplaces are bad!
Fireplace is bad, blades the entire way. Do with that information what you wish. Fritz, it is your turn. I'm going to bring us back to the attic. Fujin has made his way all the way downstairs, leaving you all to die, as is the hero's path. Fritz, what do you want to do?
Okay, so from my understanding, Fritz is still in the smoke.
Yep, so he's going to step out into the smoke, so I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Can I kill a character?
At advantage or?
Yes, with advantage. Yes, given your previous spell casting
Okay.
for a.
Constitution saving throw.
That is correct. Yes.
4.
Ooh.
Roll again.
Roll again.
9.
That's what I like to hear. You know what? I'm gonna roll this one because I want to be mean.
Can you please be kind? Actually,
Well, I'm just.
to a certain degree.
I'm gonna be kind. I'm just gonna roll the dice. I
I don't want you to. I want you to be kind as yourself.
Yes.
You can be an asshole DM, but right now my character's fucked.
You take a very what's the right word? Comforting 4 points of poison damage.
That's fine. Yeah, as long as you're. Yeah. So what's happening, roleplay wise, for Fritz, is that he is now holding his dead best friend. Because while he has leveled up, he has never been able to use any of those abilities, and he doesn't even really know about them. So, how much would Bright Eyes weigh?
Oh, that is a really good question. What does a wolf weigh? What does the wolf weigh?
45 kilos.
45 kilos.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
a big wolf? Like, is it a dire wolf or just a regular?
Just a normal wolf.
Just a reg wolf.
Let's say
60.
120 pounds.
I'm gonna go with
60,
that.
yeah. So Fritz only weighs like 85 kilos himself. So, yeah. So Fritz basically is standing there. His best friend's just died. He can't carry him on his own. He's sort of lost everyone else. He can hear a little bit, like he heard something about blades. But between the smoke stinging his eyes and the tears, he's very, very disoriented. He only has 30 feet of movement speed and not much else. Because he's carrying Bright Eyes, he doesn't have a torch either. So he's going to have to make a decision to try and carry Bright Eyes. Will he lose any movement speed because of that?
That's tough. That's tough. I don't feel like.
What's your strength score?
My what?
Strength.
Sorry, strength.
Your strength.
I've 14.
14, so +2 on the old strength. I'm not going to rule that. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to rule that you're going to lose any speed from doing this self-inflicted roleplay disadvantage that you're giving yourself here. But what I will say is that getting through those blades through the doorway is going to be a little bit more difficult for you. I'm gonna bump up the DC for those, and you get to have a point of heroic inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
That sounds very fair.
I think that Fritz at this stage would try to carry him. He wouldn't be at the let go stage yet. He wants to bury him, and so he's disoriented. He should be at a disadvantage regardless of whether he's carrying him or not. So he's going to try and move in the direction that he saw Fujin go in, but he really can't see much.
Yeah, and like this is all kind of happening at the same time. So you're sort of moving with everyone else. So sort of at the same time, except Fujin is just going much faster than everyone else. He's just
Like a
sort of pushed
ninja.
past.
Which is good because we know that you can maybe get out. So it's probably giving me hope. Would have been good to have someone to help carry Bright Eyes, but that's okay. I understand. So he might even yell out, "Can someone help me?" Whether someone could hear. I know that Thana does have a soft spot for Bright Eyes, but she also respects death. So character-wise, she probably, I don't know what she'd do in terms of burial rites and things. Do they matter to her as a follower of Hades?
It seemed to matter to her, yeah. If I go back, casting my mind back to the first episode when we were back in that tavern, she did have some words to say over those corpses that were, sort of found along the roadside due to that conflict that some of you were
so I think the Fritz would scream out, "Help me, we need to bury him. Help." like,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
if someone comes back, that's great. And then we try and move.
I'm gonna say, like, you'll be moving with everyone, right? So I'm gonna imagine that you're
Yeah.
with the rest of the party, at least where they are at the moment. All right, so we'll go ahead and I'll just move
Okay.
you over to there, and probably be ending your turn at that point. Oh, I just deleted
Yep.
Fujin from the combat tracker. That's okay because we know where he is. We go the end of round 1. We go to the top of round 2. It is Tane Nui's turn. You have a little bit of an idea what's going on. Smoke in every one of those rooms. Whirling scythe blades in every single doorway. What do you want to do? Can I offer one little piece of advice as well? Something that I have added to the adventure. You can spend an action watching those scythe blades, and you can use your intelligence or investigation rather to make that saving throw. It will be at a higher DC, but for every action you spend watching those blades, the DC will go down by 2. So spend a couple action watching those scythe blades, and you might get a lower DC on that on the intelligence save. But how much time
All
do
right.
you
Well,
have?
So I'll just go. All right, Fritz, give him here.
Fritz
Give me
is
bright eyes. I'll take him.
currently away. Fritz is
I
peeing.
snatch bright eyes and I use it as a body bag to get through the side.
You jam it in there. You use bright eyes to see how sharp the blades are.
All right, now Fritz is back. Yep. Tane, yep, take him.
Is that okay? What I said? Is that okay if I do that?
What are you doing?
I said, Fritz, give me bright eyes. I'll make sure he gets out.
Okay. If you don't, I will fight you. Fritz is feral at the moment.
I do have my Oath of Glory thing going, so I am very athletic and very strong at the moment.
No, that's okay, but I just know that, just Fritz is feral at the moment, but yeah, he'll give it, he knows that you're stronger, so he will hand him to you.
All right. And I'm just going to look at the blades and be like, right, it's all in the timing. And I'm just getting a run up, and I'm just going to spend an action looking at the blades
Okay.
and timing it.
All right. So, just to clarify here, if you want to just step through, you will be making a dex check. If you want to look at the blades, it'll be an investigation check when you move.
Oh wait,
through it.
when you said it, didn't you say it was a Didn't you tell Fujin it was an acrobatics check?
Yeah, it'll be an acrobatics check. Look, if you just want to pass through the blades, it's an acrobatics check, right? If you want to stand there and try and time it, you can do that. And for every action that you spend, so for every round that you spend watching them, you can use an intelligence or an investigation instead of your acrobatics, and the DC will be higher, and then it will come lower with every round that you spend watching it. So it's up to you. You can try and time it, and then I'll let you use your investigation as you move through it, or you can just try and use your acrobatics and just dart through it.
I got a 25 twice. You're fine, Mod.
All right. I think you're right. I'm going to run through it.
You're going to run through it. You're going to use your dex, your acrobatics to try and just launch your quite large frame through this doorway. And you're the one carrying Bright Eyes now, right? What is your strength?
I am. My strength is +2. It is 14.
Okay, so the same as Fritz. I'm going to say the same thing.
I do have my Oath of Glory going, which gives me advantage on all athletics and acrobatics checks.
All right.
It makes me able to carry large things and gives me all the abilities for carrying stuff.
So,
you said it was going to be useful. It's finally useful.
Yay!
Yay! We did it.
Talk to me about this Oath of Glory thing, about the carrying part of that. What's that all about? What's the wording on that? Let's see if we can. Because I'm
Augment your athleticism for 1 hour. You get advantage on strength, athletic checks, dexterity, acrobatics checks.
Mhm.
You can distance of your long and high jumps are increased by
Mhm.
10 feet.
Yep.
It used to increase your carry stuff. It doesn't have that anymore.
All right. So instead of having
As an orc, do you have
disadvantage,
powerful build?
I thought they got rid of that.
Well, no, it's a racial thing, I thought, with the orcs.
Yeah, no,
Maybe-
I think they got rid of it.
Ah, mother.
so what I'm going to say is this: Fritz would have had disadvantage because you get advantage. It'll roll it back around to a flat check for you mods. Make a good use of your Oath of Glory.
So what is it? Athletics or acrobatics? Which one is
Acrobatics, and give yourself that point of heroic inspiration as well, if you wish. You don't have to. It's optional.
it? I'll take it.
Take it.
Well, if you're going to give me heroic inspiration, I'm not going to turn down.
Well, I'm not giving. I'm just offering. Like, you can have it if you want to have it, but
I need
like,
to use that inspiration.
would you like to use it?
I get hit for a lot, I think.
Um,
Yeah, sure. I'll use it.
do you want to use it?
I'll
Okay.
give
All
it
right.
a go.
All right. Hey, it's there to be used.
12.
Hey, it's better. It's
Have
better.
fun with the economy, supply and demand. As long as you're giving it back, the supply will be higher. Unfortunately, a 12 is not going to be enough on that acrobatics check. Let's have a look here. I seem to have gotten rid of what's the damaggio on that is going to be. So if you just give me a moment while I try and find that. And in the meantime, what does it look like? I kind of imagine this is
I think it looks like I get cleaned up by some blades.
yeah.
Imagine someone walking through a blades, attempting to pass a check, and failing.
But to me,
Very bloody.
and like you're carrying Bright Eyes now, I imagine you're putting your body in between the blades and Bright Eyes because like you're armored and everything. So you're taking the hit for Bright Eyes, which is heroic.
He didn't say he was going to do that though. Is that an expectation?
He's doing it like I originally said. I was waiting and watching the blades, but here I am dying.
Well, I mean, I gave you the options here, man. It's entirely up to you. You
Go
could
for
have
it.
rolled the
Roll the
investigation, or we can roll that one. Let's
I'm good.
find out. Oh, someone just redeemed a card. Who was that? It's Hermes. What? How come?
Ooh,
Did we get the horseman
Christian's got
again?
a burden.
We got the horseman again. I'm just gonna have to check to make sure that that's functioning the way that it should. But you have to give me a moment while I figure out.
If it did, and I just gave myself the horseman
You
when
did.
I'm split from the party, I'm gonna rage.
You did. You did actually.
Can you go for the
There we go.
I want to know if I'm unconscious or not.
Yeah. 1 moment.
I think you should get to do it again. I think that should change
I was
3
trying
times
to-
in a row.
I was trying to roll it to help you, Mod. I was like, maybe it'll give us something with advantage. And then instead, I'm killing myself.
6 points of slashing damage is what
Can,
you will
can
be
I ask
taking.
something before we continue any further? Can I give my heroic inspo to Tane because that's what Fritz would do because he's holding Bright Eyes?
I would say yes, but he can't use it on this roll because he has already used a point of heroic inspiration on that roll.
Okay.
I think is.
Well, yeah, I'll give it to. Yeah, I'll give it to them because I don't want him or Bright Eyes being chopped in half.
All right, let's see if I can. No, still the horseman. All right, something has happened to my
Yay! So I'm not
Taroka
cursed.
deck, and it is not functioning. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to
I'm going to do another one.
disable
Oh,
that.
no, it's on cooldown. God damn it.
Yeah, I've just disabled
Okay.
that for the time being until I can fix it. All right, Mod, you've taken 6 points of slashing damage from
Yep.
that blade. What do you want to do?
I say, God damn, that hurt! And then I turn and I look at the blades and I look. This wall right here,
Mm-hmm.
is it structured like? is it like a hut wall or is it like brick or what is it? Like, is this?
I imagine it's like a
I'm gonna
very
kick through that fucking wall.
old and crumbling
Don't go
sort
through
of
the blade. Crack.
old and crumbling sort of drywall. You can absolutely kick through that wall. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, because I don't want my whole team going through there because it hurts like a bitch.
All right.
It's a good idea.
So you kick through the wall, and I imagine you're wearing some pretty heavy iron boots or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big greaves.
And, you know, it's quite an old house. It's been dilapidated for quite some time. Your foot goes straight through the wall. And as that happens, you see these black shapes just pour out of the wall where you just put your boot through it. And you're like, what the hell is that? And all you feel is just these things moving over your armor, crawling all over the top of you as a swarm of rats pours out from the wall and pretty much on top of you. You are covered in rats at the moment.
Is there a hole in the wall though?
There's a hole in the wall. Yeah, there's a hole in the wall. You know what? Give me... no, I don't need an athletics check. No. You can just... You put your boot through the wall collapses, the rats fall out, there is a hole in the wall, the rest of them can pass through without having to do the scythe blades, but you are covered in a swarm of rats.
Are these rats bad? Like, can they hurt you?
No, I think
Or are
they're
they just
friendly.
flavor
Come with
rats?
me, friends. And I run down.
We're making assumptions here.
All right, so running down the stairs.
The rats want to escape too, right?
Yeah, I'll show you the way.
And if you remember back to, I think it was episode 3, Fujin actually did a perception
rats
check and
in the
heard
wall.
the rats in the walls. So a little bit of a throwback to some earlier episodes here. All right,
About
Tane.
12 years ago.
About 12
So
years
that
ago.
they come out and
Yeah, these
I don't have any attacks left or anything.
mangy, disgusting rats just come like pouring out of the wall. It's like a horror movie. They're like screeching and crawling all over the top of you and all along the floor and clawing at you.
Yeah, I shake them off me and I hold my shield and I hold Bright Eyes up to block the way so they're sort of pinned in that stairwell there. Fucking rats! I hate rats!
Oh, fuck.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, continuing your movement. I'm assuming heading downstairs, Tane.
I can do. I was gonna pin the rats in so people can kill them.
Well, you can definitely. You've used your action to break down the wall. Yes.
If it makes it easier for mod, I'm pretty sure this isn't a giant rat. This is a swarm, correct?
That is correct. Yes. So you won't be able to
Yeah.
grapple it or anything.
Swarms can occupy your square. They can move through your square. There's not really a. They're really fucking.
All right, well, I'll just run down the stairs then. And
There you go.
just say, "Follow me," and I'll go down here. I'm gonna look at the room that has the smoke,
All right.
and then
so
make the assumption I can, instead of going through the smoke, I can probably kick through this wall here then.
which wall are you looking at?
Ooh, the lower staircase one.
So kicking through
Can we please leave this house?
the wall to your north.
In the 12 sessions.
It's a bit higher. It's a bit higher up, you know, because you're going down the stairs. You could probably reach it with your hammer if you wish to do so. Or you got a hammer, don't you? Or no, you have a sword. Might be a bit harder.
Like, I want to attack the wall next to me.
Yes. Talk to me north, south, east, west.
So, am I at the bottom of the stairs where the entrance is?
You tell me. Have
I
you
can't
gone down
move
to
any
the bottom
further.
of the stairs?
Well, where my map is. Where Thana is in the map. The map.
Yes, but what I
I
want to
can't
know
move any
is
further forward.
are you going down to the bottom of the stairs? Yes or no? Or are you trying to do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
on the
I've
flight
moved
of
there.
stairs?
Is that not here?
All right, so what I can do is we can go ahead and we can move to the second floor here. Okay, so that staircase goes down and ends in the hallway, and there is the opening behind the mirror in the bedroom towards the south. I can go ahead and
Yeah, sorry. I thought that's where I was kicking. Here's where I want to kick.
all right. Yes, you can absolutely kick there. One moment, I'm going to put you on the map, keeping track of your movement. Yeah, no, you can kick that wall as well if you wish to do so. I'm gonna say, that might be an action. You know what? I'm gonna allow it, but I'm gonna need an athletics check from you.
How about I will also use my relentless endurance.
Mm-hmm.
As a
And he has a
bonus
heroic
action, I can
inspo.
take the. No, I used that unfortunately.
Oh no, I gave you mine.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I can take the dash action.
Yep.
And gain 2 temporary hit points. And I'll use that to dash through the wall.
Yep. All right. Okay. Yeah.
That's a bit of a
No athletics check needed.
shield. Just
Boom, straight
Runs
through the
through.
wall, carrying
Come on,
Bright
follow
Eyes under your
me!
arm. And lo and behold, because you're passing through that wall right there, it is actually, you didn't know this as you guys came in through that way, there is a secret door there. So as you smash through it, it just like bursts open on some hidden hinges, and you burst into that room right there, and you can see the black smoke rising up the staircase well.
And I do have more movement. And I guess I will just go to the top of the stairs here.
Yep.
And keep calling for everyone to say, right, let's go. I've made a hole at the bottom. Come on, let's go.
All right, moving on to Bill on the attic.
And sorry about that, guys. I couldn't move my miniature further down the stairs. I was stuck there. So I was trying to move further and I couldn't. Had to go to the next floor.
All right, Bill, you are up. There is now a hole in the wall, but that where that hole is, a swarm of rats has poured out through the wall. So you will need to move through that space if you wish to go through there.
So on Bill's backpack, he does have his little crystal keyring that's hanging off there, and you see it start to glow. And in Bill's mind, you hear almost like a xylophone, just do a little ding, 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 ding. And he just remembers this lullaby that his mum told him when he was younger. It was moon-kissed dreams and silver tide carry you where hopes abide. Though the dark may whisper near, blessings bloom when hearts are clear. And he reaches out and casts Bless on both Thana and Fritz and himself.
And the rats.
I thought it was you saying lullaby. I thought you were going to put the rats to sleep.
I do not have sleep.
I bless you with a good night's sleep, rats.
Oh, that does sound pretty good.
Leave us
So
alone.
he casts Bless on the three of us and then follows Tane down. Is there going to be like an opportunity attack, or how are we going to? I'm going to try and like jump through the swarm of rats to get by them.
Just quickly having a look here. Doesn't look like swarms get an attack of opportunity, at least as per the previous rules. I don't have the time here to look up whether that's still the case in 2024. I'm going to say that the swarm does not get an attack of opportunity. So you can pass through the hole in the wall. I'm going to go ahead and go walls and go erase area. Boom, there's a hole in the wall now. There you go. So you can pass through that without having to go through the doorway. Would you like to do so?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's moving down. It's going to go ahead and move things along right here. I'm going to move you, so it's that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to the bottom of the stairs, I'd imagine.
Yep. And that is as far as I can get with my movement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've got anything with bonus action that can help me there. And so that will be my turn.
All right.
Oh,
So let's
cool. That's for later.
Yep, we'll just leave it at that. We'll say you're down there with Tane. It comes down to Thana's turn. She is also going to just pass through that hole in the wall. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's down there with you guys. Fritz, I'm imagining probably similar action here?
Yep.
All right, so
Yep.
using your action, movement rather, to get down past that swarm of rats, let's go ahead and move you all to the second floor.
Fujin's in there too. He's between me and Thana.
Yes, he is. So we're going to go ahead and move straight to Fujin. But before I do that, I'm just going to have a look around here. I'm just going to put you guys on the map here so that I know where you all are. Let's put you all down there. Bill, Thana, all
Imagine
our
if you killed Fujin off camera.
favorite heroes. Yeah,
We're not doing that.
we fade out of that
Isn't it
scene
Fujin?
and
Fujin died.
we
yeah.
fade up to a corpse lying on the ground, just bloody
They're
covered in
being
poop.
mean to Fujin.
Sorry, Fujin. We rolled for you while you were gone.
What's happening?
It did not go well.
Just covered in poop.
Apparently, you're dead and covered in poop.
It's a
but,
real mess.
Don't worry, it's not real.
It's a real mess. You hate to see someone go like that, but
Back to reality, I would like to try to escape.
all I really need
Where-
from you is 2 saves to pass through these doors. And
Yeah, I was going to say, looking in front of me, so are there blades here and blades here,
that is correct. There'll be none at
but there's none at the iron portcullis?
no. That'll be the last 2. So if you want to get out of this house, just give me 2 saves.
Do I have to do a con saving throw at the start of my turn too?
Yeah, you sure
It-
do. Starting your turn within the smoke.
Oh, give me the damage, baby. Natural one.
Alright. Natural 1. Ooh, I feel like giving you extra damage for rolling a natural 1, but I'm not going to do that because 9
Back
is enough.
off.
9 is plenty. You take 9 points of poison damage as
Oh
these,
my
your
God.
lungs are just, filling up with smoke. It's bad, man. You're choking. You can't see. Your eyes are stinging like you've been swimming in a pool for several hours. All right, now I need
Argyle's going to fucking die.
2
By the way.
acrobatics checks to pass through these doorways.
Has to be another way than just escaping through these.
Going to move. Oh, no.
Ah! Look, they were pretty chunky. I'm going to use...
All right, here we go.
To give myself, I guess, more movement so that I can pick it up and move it. A bonus action for Step of the Wind, dash.
Okay.
I'm going to grab one of the taxidermy wolves and bring it to the blades. And I guess try to, lob it through this first set to see if it either breaks them, jams them, or even just slows them down for half a second so I can get through a bit easier.
Hey, look, I like to allow a little bit of, creative roleplay here. I'm gonna give you a check of some sort here to see if this is, if this works out in your favor or not. Let's open a stat block here. There we go. There you are.
That makes me so happy.
What can we use? What makes sense here? I'm thinking.
Yeah, what happens when I throw a taxidermy wolf through spinning magical blades?
I don't know.
Can I interject?
You intimidate the house.
Has anyone noticed my new Twitch name?
Yes.
Are you
Christian?
taxidermied wolves?
I'm taxidermied wolves.
I didn't realize that. I love it.
And there's a picture of the dodgiest taxidermy wolf as my picture. It's so sketchy. I'm gonna send it to everybody
Oh yeah, that's super
in the
good.
chat. Yeah.
You
I
know
did
what?
that after last episode, and I don't apologize.
I have absolutely no idea what skill I'm going to use for this, so go ahead and roll animal handling.
That's
Nice.
great.
Look,
Yeah,
I
you started
don't
with Christian.
actually have a bad shot with that.
I'm going to say DC
Hey, look, it's
10. Why not?
a 14.
There you go. Look, you give yourself advantage on the acrobatics check.
Okay, perfect. Is it like slowly being chipped away that it might give advantage on everyone for that first set of blades?
Ooh, the 14. Who wants to give me their heroic inspiration? I'll allow it.
I don't have one left.
Anyone? Anyone? Anyone?
I'll give away gems.
It's been everywhere.
All right, someone,
Excellent.
someone take away a point
If
of
it's
heroic
benefiting the whole
inspiration.
team, it
and
seems
then-
like a Fritz thing to do. So
Oh, I closed the
take
door.
it off.
Remember,
Yeah, honestly, it's needed because down on this level mod, there's no more walls to smash. It's just stone.
so please
Don't
remember
tell me
you
that,
will
better
get
gaming.
advantage on that acrobatics check to make it through
Just
that
the first
doorway.
one.
Just that first one.
Yeah.
But that might be enough to
Okay,
get some
okay.
people out of here alive. All right. Including
Okay,
you.
well, first one is a 22. Excellent.
Pass through. no
Diving
problem.
through.
This is your bread and
um,
butter. This is what you
Look,
do.
I've already taken the poison damage. I'm just going to call back out to everyone. We have to force our way through. Come! I don't know how else to, like, what else to say to really help them. Like, it's a do or die moment as far as I can see. I would like to try to help with this second one as well. But it's probably going to have to use my action because I've already used my bonus action. I don't care if it leaves me one more turn in the poison, but I would like to grab the metal shield that I remember being on the wall just
Very
there.
good. All right.
It was like the symbol of their family crest on it.
Mm-hmm.
The windmill.
Yeah.
Metchy windmills.
Okay, grabbing that shield off the wall, and you can see as you grab that shield off the wall, you remember that decorative windmill motif on the shield, and you can see the paint peeling. As you pull the shield off, you can see the iron banding around the side rusting before your very eyes. You're going to pull that one down. What are we going to do with that one? I think we've used our action, or do you still have an action left here?
I still had the action, but it was to shove this in. But like as you're saying, so as I'm pulling it off, it's like rapidly aging.
It's rapidly aging right before your very eyes. Yeah, like the paint is
okay.
peeling.
Nah, look, I was hoping that I might be able to help people with this one too, but yeah, it's just a save you like the ship's going down situation. Okay, fuck the shield. I'm just going to eyeball it and then dive through. I'm not going to do an investigation. I'm just going to try to make it with a general acrobatics.
You're just going to try and move faster than the wind here. All right.
Yeah,
give me
after
one
taking 9
last
poison damage, I need to get out.
acrobatics check here. Oh man, this is important.
A 14, is that enough?
Let me check, because this could be huge. This could be huge. That is, unfortunately, a fail on your acrobatics check. So I'm going to roll some
Well,
dice
it's
here.
only 6 damage, so that's good.
Question.
Yes?
I'd used an action before. If we could retcon to say it was a main action, could I give myself a second chance advantage if I spent a key point? Because bonus action, patient defense, or step of the wind gives disengage as a part of it. So step of the wind, for example, dashing with a focus point, also disengaging. So trying to like slip between attacks. Could I spend a focus point to try to slip between the blades?
Really pushing the bounds of what's going on of the rules of Dungeons and Dragons here.
I know, just I'm checking.
Really pushing the bounds. I don't think that's within the spirit of how it should be used. Again, if someone has heroic inspiration, I will allow someone to give you heroic inspiration on this check. But I think we're running low on those.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I've got it. You
Oh.
can take mine if you want.
Yeah. Look, I'm on 10 hit points. I feel like the blades might down me, and unlike some people, I don't have any healing. Yes, please. And at least on the outside, maybe I can give people the help action by trying to like pull them through.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. 24.
All right.
Ooh.
Go ahead and cancel that roll. And you stumble out into the frigid air of the.
I'll like exhale very deeply, catch myself, and then with my remaining movement, I don't have an action for this turn, but I doubt someone's going to make it down this turn. But I am going to walk back directly between those blades, and just get ready to pull anyone through them as soon as I see someone on my next turn, and that'll be it.
Okay, Fritz, you are. Is this where you guys made it to? Yeah, so you guys are currently all here. I'm going to allow you to. Oh, wait, you've already been, haven't you? So it is technically the swarm of rats' turn, and it is going to come running down the stairs. Let's go. And attack whoever came through last, which is going to be you, Fritz. You are the one who came through last. So, where is it? Swarm of rats. Swarm of...
Whoever wrote this house. Ugh. No,
Okay.
it's too much, honestly. Like, I feel like we haven't gotten it to be able to get into the campaign yet. We haven't really met any NPCs, and we're just fighting rats now. Like,
All right, 11 is a miss. Moving right on along here, that brings us to you, Tane Nui. Tell me what you want to do here, and let's just go through this narratively. You've got a couple checks you got to make, unless there's something creative that you want to do.
Wanted to run down the stairs. I'm looking at a map of Fujin, so I'm assuming I run down the stairs with no issues and get to that door there.
I'll put
Where
you
the first blades
there.
are.
So that's where you currently are, but there's no real issues in that. So I'm going to move everyone down to the next floor here. So let's just say everyone is just moving through there. Let's just ignore the initiative order here. You guys are heading downstairs. I'm just going to need one Constitution saving throw from Thana, Bill, and Fritz.
Yep.
How do I? Oh, there it is.
I fucking rolled stealth, that's why. Don't ask.
Yes, you quietly moved down the stairs.
Yeah. Orcs are immune to smoke.
Alright, so Constitution.
are they?
Shut up, shut up. He only asked for you guys.
And Tane.
Damn it!
So much going on
Well,
here.
now you did it.
Where to find it? Alright, so that's a terrible roll for Thana. Out of heroic inspiration. So Tane 9, Thana 5, Bill 8, and Fritz 17. So Bill, Tane, and Thana are all going to take, not too bad, 4 points of poison damage as you pass through that smoke, which means we can get down to the...
Oh, actually, hang on, wait, before
yes.
that,
Yes.
I want to do... I have a D4 and so does Thana.
A D4 on...
Because of Blessed.
Oh,
Bless.
because of
Yeah, you got
Bless.
Bless.
All right, so Thana,
And
what
who
did Thana
who
roll?
did Thana cast resistance on? Was it on me?
Thana doesn't matter.
It was on me on slashing.
Slashing, yes. So that probably would have passed.
I make it a 9. I'm still getting my 4.
You make it a 9. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, so you're still taking 4 points of damage. Then we get to the bottom of the stairs.
Does Tane have any healing?
Tane does.
Tane, do you have any healing? Because you haven't. Has he used his whole action?
Um,
I haven't done anything.
Where?
well, would you like to use an action to do some healing?
Tana, your horse is still out here. I forgot about that.
Oh, Pony Soprano.
Yeah, I forgot to kill it. Tane, would you like to?
I don't want to. I don't want to hear. I want to find out when I get out. Don't ruin the surprise. If he's
The surprise, what did you want it to be dead outside?
I'm going to find out. I've grown attached to Pony Soprano. I've literally got it written here. Is Pony Soprano okay? That's written in my notes.
It's the key takeaway from this whole death house.
Well,
That's all I care about.
I got some bad news for you.
All right, so
So
yep. Talk to me.
I can bonus action. Heal myself for, I don't know, 5 hit points.
Yeah, no, do that. Yeah, I was going to say if it's an action, I was going to get you to do another Constitution saving throw, but it's a bonus action, so I'll say you guys can pass through the smoke, get out of there pretty quickly, lickety split. You are almost out of this house. All I'm going to need from everyone who is still remaining, including Tane, is 2 acrobatics checks. First one, actually, no. Let's say both of them with advantage. Since Fujin is out there guiding you guys out into the light, relative light of Barovia. Let's just go across the board here. Let's start with you, Gem. Let's do 2 acrobatics saving throws with advantage.
Oof. So that'll be a 10. I'll do it again. 20. Not nat 20, but 20.
All right, so that's
My
the first
first.
one is the 20. Yep, absolutely. You pass through that first
Yeah.
door, no problem. It's jammed up with bits
Second
of
one's
wolf,
a 10 again.
which I'm sure is upsetting.
Can't see what I have.
Jammed up.
11. Oh, and I haven't been taking the -2 off for my exhaustion.
All right.
And add a D4 because of Bless, though.
Just hold on to
Okay.
those ones, Tane, while we resolve this one first. Okay, so -1 +4. Fritz, that second one comes to a total of a 13. Am I correct?
I don't know at this point.
Yes, I believe the first one was way past. The second one comes to a total of 13. It's not going to be enough, so I'm going to go ahead
Okay.
and do 2. That is the last door as Fujin reaches through and tries to pull you through. How many hit points do you have remaining?
20.
You take 16 points of damage as you exit the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
But
shit.
you are now clear. You are bleeding, but you are out of the house. You have moved quickly, and that is a relatively good thing. All right, let's put you out there.
Fuck.
Let's go to the next person. Dan, talk to me about some saving throws here.
Awesome. Okay, first up. Oh, good. Thank you.
All right, so
Because I realized that a skill
go.
check doesn't get blessed, but Fritz failed anyway, so it didn't affect her score, his score.
it
But
is
I was worried about me.
yeah, acrobatics. Acrobatics check. Okay, all right. So that first one, yep, that passes. Now the second one.
Come on, big money, big money, big money. Oh, this should be okay.
Oh,
20.
two
Double dirty 20s.
2 dirty 20s in a row. Man, if that doesn't count for
Nice.
a dirty 20 in the chat, I don't know what does. There we go. All right, so you are out and safe and alive. Let's go to Mod.
I think he would make sure Thana goes first.
All right, let's go to
Being the heroic paladin of glory.
Thana does have 1 point of exhaustion, so she's going to take a -2
So
to this
glorious.
roll, I believe. Let's make her acrobatics check. How acrobatic is Thana? I believe she rolled 20s on every
She
one of
hate-
her stats, so... acrobatics.
Thana is athletics
+2.
+1.
So acrobatics +2 is a total of 15 -2 with advantage. She gets to roll that one again. Natural 1. So she's going to get hit by the first blade. Let's roll some damage for that one.
Can she die if she's not here?
I don't think she's at risk of dying here, but she can go unconscious. So I'm going to roll
Yeah. Fritz is nearly dead.
some dice. That's 14 points of damage. She has 2 hit points remaining. Can't... Wait, there we go. So go 14 damage. 2 hit points remaining. She needs to make 1 more saving throw. With advantage. Let's go. Advantage. Roll. Boom. Natural 20, baby. She passes
Hell
through.
yeah.
Gets out of the house. That leaves only
Thank God.
Tane remaining.
I don't want to be dishonest. I already rolled one of them and I got a 15, so I think I failed.
15 is a success.
Oh, and I didn't roll with advantage, so I could have rolled again.
Mhm.
Haha. But that's a success, so that's
All right,
good.
Next one. Last one here.
Next one.
Will you be the one to die? Please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail, please fail. Nothing against you, I love you, but I want to see someone die here.
That's right. That's an 8.
It's an 8. All right.
Advantage, advantage.
Advantage?
Advantage with
Yeah.
Christian's character guiding everyone through, unless he doesn't like Tane. Maybe he just stops.
I'm counting on you to pull me through here, Christian. Have you got me? I stand there with bright eyes. I'm like,
I've got
"All
you,
right,
baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Ho, ho, ho. No. No, left hand. Left hand.
Oh, no. No.
Roll some damage. Come on, high rolls here. How many you got? 13 hit points remaining, don't you?
I got 13 hit points remaining.
You take 15 points of damage as you pass through that last
Fuck
door.
off.
You
Grace
just
healing word.
mistime it, but just a little bit. And as you step through, it just
Can I
catches
do
you.
a little bit of...
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
As the blade's about to hit me, I grab Bright Eyes and move him out of the way and throw him through so he doesn't get hit.
I love it. And the blade just catches you.
Oh!
As you Bright eyes flying through the air. Blood spraying up against the wall. As Tane Nui stumbles through the open doorway. Fujin, I imagine you grab Tane, pull him out, push him back in. What do you want to do?
Look,
How's Pony Soprano?
is Tane definitely Fujin definitely would have been going for Bright Eyes instinctually, trusting that Tane could, I guess, like hold his own, and so would have reached for it, and I guess like maybe rigor mortis, or like they're still holding tightly onto the body of on Bright Eyes. Tane would be, so I pulled both of them through, but going for Bright Eyes first.
Fritz, you see Fujin stumble through the door out of that portcullis, holding the limp form of Bright Eyes in his arms. And the rest of you can just hear the sound of that blade cutting through the chainmail. And you just see that arterial spray as blood just squirts out from a mortal wound. Tane is not dead, but he is unconscious. There are, 4 other people out here who can stabilize him. So I don't want to say that, he's at risk of dying or anything like that, but he does collapse to the floor with a horrific injury. Maybe Thana.
Oh, we could add some drama if you want. We could add some drama. Do you want to roll to see if I stay in the blade's reach?
Is that what you want to do?
No, I was just saying you don't. If you wanted some drama, you can have a roll. I don't mind.
What happened to Bill? Where's Bill? Oh, there he is. You're on the horse. No, like I'm not going to. I'm not going to enforce something here. Like I'm not, in my the way that I'm imagining this is like you're stepping through the door and the blade catches you on the way through. So you get safely to the other side. I'm not going to say that you're
Okay,
like
cool.
lying there. But I just wanted to say like, because as you pass through it, you fall into that portico area. You're not like out of the house. So like someone's got to get in there and get your limp body out. And this might be a good place for Thana to really start to question whether or not she is going to hold onto the teachings of her religion, or is she going to reach out and heal you? I'm not going to make that decision for her. We are coming up on the end of the night, so at the moment, Tane, you are down, covered in wounds, covered in blood. All of you are covered in dust, dirt, bleeding, and you start to realize that the house itself is shaking and beginning to crumble. You can see some of the stonework falling down, bricks coming out. Fritz, that longsword that you took, the one with the windmill motive,
Yeah.
it begins to rust. The leather wrap around the handle begins to age rapidly, dissolve. The silverware that you guys have pilfered from the house begins to tarnish. Fujin, the crossbow that you took, begins to age rapidly. These are still items that you can use, but you just watch as the wood of that crossbow like starts splintering and, you know, looks much more weather beaten than it did just moments before. What's happening with Bill? Let's check in with Bill. What's going on with you?
So looking at Tane and his vulnerable position, Bill's hand kind of twitches a little bit, like he's kind of like just trying to like grab something and not being able to, but his eyes just start to slowly widen and a ripple pulses outward from his chest. It's kind of like bending the air around it, directing towards Tane, and before he knows it, with his outstretched hand, he just puts it into a clicking motion and clicks. And that air that's been twisted starts to glow and lashes out towards Tane. And everyone just watches as like the world kind of folds around him. And you hear it like a soft pop. And Tane, because he's in the blade area, right? Or did he make it through?
He's out. He's in the portico sort of area. Maybe someone sort of dragged him out.
Unconscious,
He's
bleeding
okay.
out.
Okay.
Unconscious bleeding. If you want to do something cool here, I'll allow it though.
I was going to do something because I thought he was still stuck in the blades. I was going to cast Vortex Warp. However, let's just say instead, all of that happens in a very similar manner.
Yeah.
And he mouths a word that he's never mouthed before. And the word Solmara comes out from him. He has no idea what it means or where he's heard it or anything along those lines. Like a little firefly type mote goes off and lands right on Tane as he casts Healing Word on him.
And as you cast that spell, Bill, you feel your stomach cramp. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
That checks out.
get into the reason why that's happening in just a moment.
12?
12 is enough. Wait. No, actually 12 is not enough, unfortunately. You feel your stomach begin to cramp. You feel it gurgling. And
If I have an option,
yes.
could I use a feature that allows me to modify my saving throw?
What option is this?
It's
You've got
called...
bless.
Oh, yeah, one I've got bless,
Oh.
so maybe we can resolve that before we talk
Yeah,
options.
let's talk about that. What's the bless give you?
3 to 15.
15. That is enough. You feel
Okay.
your stomach
Keep
begin
that
to
option in my
cramp
back pocket.
and gurgle, and you realize that swig of the wine that you took earlier rapidly ages in your stomach and turns to poison. But whatever effects you have managed to stave off from that.
And as
Probably taking so
Tane-
much poison damage made me almost immune to it.
Did the healing go through?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so as it goes
7
through
point.
and Tane wakes up with a startle, he traces his feelings and the emotion, and he locks eyes with William, and he goes, "I fucking knew it!
And
You
as
bloody legend, Iron Dancer!"
you say that, just
So-
moments later, you hear like this deafening crack as the timbers break apart and the ceiling of the house begins to collapse inward in this dramatic shower of splinters. And a moment later, the rumbling stops. The 5 of you are standing out the front, standing, lying, bleeding, bloodied, broken, bruised, desperate,
Dead.
choking on dust and smoke. And you find yourself standing out in an empty street. The building in front of you, the one that has caused so much distress, both to your characters and you personally as players, has almost entirely collapsed. You watch as 2 ghostly figures begin to materialize from the wreckage, stepping through the broken beams, splintered walls. You see that of Rosavelda and Thornbolt Durst. And they step through the broken masonry and just stand out in front of the house, just this blank expression on their face. And they both open their mouths in unison, and like twins talking at the exact same moment. They start saying the words of this rhyme that sends tingles down your spine. In blackness cast by moonless night, horrors lurk below. The deepened fog that hides a realm where death is all that's known. He watches there with eyes cast down upon a world he's grown to loathe. Tread softly then, and go with care, lest ye be marked his foe. And as they finish the last words of this strange rhyme, a crack of lightning pierces through the low-hanging clouds. And for the first time since escaping the house, you realize that the sun has almost set. As the children begin to fade from view, you see Thorn, and he waves sheepishly from behind his sister, who curtsies delicately as her cloak falls from her shoulders in a heap on the ground. Within a few seconds, they're gone. A gentle rain begins to fall. And all that remains of Rosavelda and Thornbolt Durst now is just that cloak lying on the ground. What do you do?
We have to see if Vistani about a job.
Let's go find him. He's gonna pay.
The tavern, right?
Blood of the vine.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a meal there too. I think I ate something
And a
bad.
rest. I need to sleep. The exhaustion of the last 20 minutes or so where he's on Fritz.
Oh my god, I've just been muted this whole time, and I was like, these people are so goddamn rude. Everyone's talking over me. I'm like,
I mean, yes, but
I was saying, if nobody else, like, after staring at William for quite a while, just in awe, the legend is starting to live. Tane will get up and walk over and pick up the cloak.
Mm-hmm. Pick up the
of
cloak.
a little memory of the kid that once lived inside his soul.
And what I will say is, for you, Tane, this cloak could be like a half cloak, only comes down to like the small of your back. It's lined with black fur, and as soon as you pick it up, you realize that this is no ordinary cloak. There's magic woven into the fibers of this cloak. It begins to rain.
Throw it into the house.
Throw it into the house.
No.
Set it on fire. And you just throw it, and you just just cut it to pieces. No.
It's a witch.
When you take a rest next, we'll be able to find out what the features of that cloak is. But for the time being, you have escaped the death house. Congratulations. This would normally be the part where you level up, but we've done that prematurely. And we can now head into Barovia proper. I want to find out from you guys, are we going to go long, or are we going to call it a night there?
I'm happy to call it.
yeah, I think it's a good spot to call it.
Yeah.
It's a good
Nice.
spot to call it. I will say, for an Oath of Glory paladin, somebody's ego is wildly hurt at the moment, so sort of picks up everything he's doing is sort of like, it's not for show. He's not like going, but as he bends over and picks up the cloak, there is like a groan as he stands up, and it's just sort of like everything's a bit slower. It's not a happy time. He's excited for William, but he also knows he's not really measuring up to what he could be.
Does he understand that his actions actually saved a lot of us? Do you think?
Who was that, George?
I would say at the moment, no. He's, as someone that's gone unconscious like 4 times in the last 2 minutes, I think he feels like he's swinging and missing at the moment. Like, he's not down and out, guys. He's not down and out. He's still powering along with the glory of Ugmar. But it is, at the moment, he's less emphatic, like, oh, let's all do this. And he's just a little bit more reserved at the moment as he's contemplating. Let's go see the Stani bastard about 200 gold.
And
Fritz picks up Bright Eyes and gives him a hug, and he's covered in soot, and asks, once we've rested, we'll need to bury him. And I'm sure Thana's got some ideas, and we'll talk about it on the way to the pub.
And we see maybe Fritz is picking up the limp body of Bright Eyes off the grounds. He's dirty. It's raining now, so his fur is matted, wet, soaking, dripping as he lifts his body up off the ground. But our perspective continues upwards as we pass, the top of where the house once stood, top of the houses of the rest of the village. You can see a lot of that fog has dissipated with the rain. And we can see the dim moonlight reflecting off the tops of the trees and Svalich wood. And silhouetted way off in the distance, maybe we can just make out the forms of parapets, slender towers and gothic walls of a castle perched atop a cliff. Another crack of lightning, and we see thousands of bats rising up into the sky, emerging from the tallest of the towers. And we fade out. And we'll see you all next week, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're watching this. We have finished the prologue of Beckoned Blackest Night, and we are going in to the campaign as a whole. The sandbox is just about to open up. If you haven't already done so, make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe. Twitch is the best place to watch these live. And before we call it a night, just wanted to say big thank you to tabletopaudio.com for all your ambience needs. And Sweet Pea, again, thank you for joining us. Jem, Dan, Mod, Christian, and Grace in Spirit, thanks for playing with me. We'll see you all again tomorrow night for the next episode of Vecna Eve of Ruin. Good night, everybody.
What? I was going to say.
Yeah?
Do you think we could do something right now that we could then clip and put it on YouTube and send it to Grace, and we could all pretend that Thana died?
No, we can just send her horrible messages on the Discord. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you again. We love you. May all your 20s be dirty.